Okay, this is not going to end well. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another review for another episode of Samurai Jack Season 5. This is episode 9, and this is the penultimate episode. We have one more after this, and we are done. It's all over. I don't know. It's done. And I'm very excited to talk about this episode, but before I do that, I should say two things. One, this is going to be a spoiler-heavy review, so if you have yet to check out the episode, go check out the episode first, or watch a reaction, you know, mine or anybody else's. Doesn't need to be mine, of course. Everybody else does a really good job, too. I watch a lot of the reactions for the Samurai Jack episodes. At this point, I've watched, like, every episode of Samurai Jack Season 5, like, 5 or 6 times, because I just watch reactions, because I really enjoy watching them. I do. I do the reactions, but I love watching reactions. That's why I do them, because I really enjoy to do them and watch them. I just enjoy making my face look goofy and going, whoa! That's me. I do that every video. So anyway, what was this? Oh yeah, this is a Samurai Jack video. One other thing I want to mention is that my reaction video, if you checked it out, you might already know this, but the audio was all messed up in that, and I want to apologize right here and explain what happened. My Yeti microphone, which is right here, really great microphone. For some reason, I connected it to my computer. Everything was connected. It's not connected right now. I unplugged it. But it was connected when I was trying to do the recording. But for some reason, my recording software just did not recognize it, and I didn't know that at the time. I saw the audio levels go up and down and stuff, so I thought everything was okay. And then I listened to it after, and of course, it was actually using my webcam microphone to record audio, so I apologize. That's why the audio is a little messy. One thing I did notice about the webcam microphone, though, is that it does a very good job of recording voices, which makes sense. It's a webcam microphone. But for the episode, it recorded the voices extremely well. Actually, I would say just as good, maybe even better than the Yeti microphone. So I hope you enjoyed it either way. Now, let's get on to the review, okay? This is, of course, the penultimate episode, and this episode was great. It was incredible. It was so good. One thing I have to say about this episode that made me really happy is that last week, I'm not talking about any of the Kiss stuff. I'm not going to mention really any of that stuff because I know people will get triggered, because I know a lot of people didn't like that Kiss. But one thing I was really wondering is how are they going to finish all of this story in 40 minutes. They had 40 minutes. They had 20, well, let's say 42, maybe 43 minutes if you don't count the intros and outros and stuff. They had not that much time to finish. You know, Jack's whole storyline, he has to go back to the past, he has to kill Aku, you know, Jack and Ashi's relationship, the Scotsman, maybe some characters from the previous 4 seasons maybe show up. So I was wondering how they were going to do it, and I was getting a little worried. But this episode made me really realize that Genndy and everybody else that created the show kind of know what they're doing, and I have really high hopes for that next episode. That next episode I think is going to be incredible, and it's going to be a great send-off to this character, because this episode really does a good job of not only building that relationship between Jack and Ashi, which is, by the way, adorable. I don't care what anybody says, it's an adorable relationship, but it also really builds up to that final climax, which will be next episode. Some big things happen in this episode. One thing is Scaramouche finally got to Aku, so you could tell him that Jack, of course, does not have his sword anymore. Little does he know that Jack found his sword. So Scaramouche tells him, he gets his body back. Aku's all happy. They're dancing and stuff. And then, of course, later on in the episode, Aku and Scaramouche show up to Jack, taunting him in a way, just like, yeah, you don't have your sword, you're screwed, we're going to wipe you out right now. And, of course, Jack still has a sword. And then we get what we thought we already got in the first episode. We got Scaramouche's definitive death. He is dead. He didn't get his body blown up this time. He straight up got his head blew up by Aku because he got pissed. Because he's just like, really, bro? What's wrong with you? Okay, he even said, like, Scaramouche just said, I'll bet my life on that he doesn't have that sword. And, I mean, he bet, and he didn't win. But so Scaramouche is gone. He blew up in a very graphic way. Even though he's a robot, it was just like his head exploded, but it exploded in a way where there's still pieces of his like face kind of left. It wasn't like just the head was gone. It was like if it was a human, it would be like extremely violent death, like oh shit. But it's a robot, so it's okay. So Scaramouche is gone. That's probably one of the least tragic things that happened in this episode. for the first half of the episode, it was mostly a it was mostly a Jack and Ashi thing. You know, you got them still building their relationship. Jack takes a shower and Ashi kind of watches a little bit, which is a little weird. But well, whatever, you know, it's cute. Their relationship is cute. It actually does start off with the kiss from the last episode, which again, I'm not going to get into any controversy about that. But even like they pull away from each other and they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And they're both like being very apologetic to each other. Even Ashi's like wiping stuff off of Jack's face and stuff. And it's really adorable. It's cute. It's a cute relationship. I like it. Which is weird because they're both murderous like monsters. Well, they're not murderous monsters. They definitely murder. They have murdered in the past. But it's cool to see them kind of bonding. I really like that. They even have a little campfire where they just like, you know, talk a little bit, and Jack tells her about his past and his old world and stuff, and that Aku ruined it and stuff. But it's a very nice first half. And then in the last half, Jack goes off on his own because he doesn't want Ashi to be another casualty and just another memory, because, you know, a lot of people die along his way. So he kind of ditches Ashi. I don't know why he thought that Ashi wouldn't find him. Ashi is Ashi, so of course she'd find him, and she does. But Jack goes off on his own. He finds something that he definitely remembers, and then I guess it's insinuated that the Guardian from the first 4 seasons is dead, was killed by Aku, and his time portal is gone. So that's a little sad for all those people that were really hoping the Guardian would be back. You don't see the Guardian's dead body, you just see his glasses broken on the ground, and his time portal is destroyed. So you know, I mean, his time portal is gone, and that was the one thing we were really holding hope for. But that doesn't mean the Guardian is dead. He could still be alive. Who knows? But I'm sure at this point it's pretty much confirmed he's dead. But who knows? Maybe he'll show up in the next episode. Maybe he will be the one to help out everybody else, including Jack and the Scotsman and stuff. Maybe he will. We'll see. We have a week to find out. You know, we have a week wait to find out. That's what I was trying to say. So of course Jack and Ashi are there with the Guardian. Of course, Ashi caught up, and Aku shows up, and so does Scaramouche. That's at the point where Aku still thinks he doesn't have a sword, and Scaramouche does as well. Scaramouche gets killed because they find out Jack still has the sword. Aku's about to ditch and say, all right, bye, see you later. You have the sword still, I'm gone. And then he realizes that Ashi is a part of him. He didn't realize that at first, and then he feels it, and then he's like, yeah, you are me. So you know what? He takes control of Ashi and makes Ashi try to kill Jack, which was a very emotional moment because Ashi just keeps saying, just kill me, just do it. And we were all thinking, I'm sure everybody was thinking like, yeah, Jack's going to have to kill her. Like, he's going to have to kill her. The episode ends where Jack seems like he's about to, because Ashi's just like provoking him, please just kill me. And Jack looks like he's about to ready his sword, but then he drops it and just gets on his knees. And Ashi's about to kill him. And then Aku says, nope, wait, hold on. He stops Ashi from killing him, picks up his sword, kind of like a He-Man thing where he points it up. I mean, he's big, so it's like a little sword, so he's like, you know, I mean, it's not as heroic looking, or, you know, he's not the hero, so he can't be heroic. But, you know, it's not as whatever, who cares? Point is that Aku has the sword now, and the episode ends with Aku and Ashi standing tall in victory while Jack is defeated. And that's the episode. What I really loved about it is that it really does have a Empire Strikes Back feel to it, where it just does not end well at all. And I really do feel like it probably will end with Aku being defeated and even Jack going back to his time. But I'm sure at this point Ashi's not going to live. I think she's going to die. Either she dies, or Jack does go back, and everything that happened in the past however many years it's been since he left, all that will be erased, meaning, I mean, not that it will be erased, it'll be very different. Like, Scotsman might not even be around, maybe he won't be the same kind of person he was. Ashi just won't exist, period, because, you know, Aku's not around, so how the hell, you know, like, how the hell would that happen, and so on. So I think it's going to end that way. This episode was great, though. It really was very emotional, very, very, very well done, and it really made me see where this could lead up, and I wouldn't be upset if the next 22 minutes just has a battle and that's pretty much it, and the show just kind of ends there. I wouldn't be upset if he just defeats Aku and he goes back to his time, and that's the That's it. Like, I can even picture it right now, like Samurai Jack walking towards, like, somehow there's another time portal somewhere. Maybe the Guardian's still alive and he opens it up, and I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he opens up the destroyed one somehow. Who knows? And then he goes back, and you know, I can already see, like, Scotsman and maybe some other characters like, bye, Jack, bye, as he walks through the time portal and stuff. And I could see, like, there even being a flash forward to him being old in his own time and telling his kids about, like, his adventures and shit. And, like, I don't know why I said shit, but I could see that, and maybe even mentioning Ashi or something. I could see that happening. So we'll see if I'm correct. That could be a generic way to end it. It does sound like a generic way to end it. So we'll see. Maybe it won't end like that. Maybe it'll end way more tragic. Way more tragic. We'll see. So anyway, that is my review. It's really, really good. It's a very, very great episode with a lot of really good character moments. Some decent action. The Ashi and Jack one was very tense, very well animated. Like, there was a lot of nice sweeping shots and stuff. It was really good. Nice color palette. I mean, that's Samurai Jack for you. I mean, the color palette is beautiful. And, of course, some more Aku. I mean, Aku might be a hateable guy, but he's also lovable at the same time. You love him, you hate him. He dances in this, and you love it. And then he destroys Scaramouche and turns Ashi onto Jack, and then you hate him again. So there you go. That's another episode of Samurai Jack. I'm getting choked up, man. One more episode. If I don't really give these scores, but it's a great episode. I really recommend them. I really recommend them. I really recommend this and them regarding the other episodes. So anyway, there you go. Thank you. Until next time, goodbye.